Hey, win on me, win on three, ready, 1, 2, 3. Win!
Oh, yeah.
Stop playing with a P! 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 Stop playing with a P!
Hey everyone, what's going on? This is Mr. Riley from, not Mr. Riley, this is Facebook James over here, Pali Football. Hopefully you are doing well wherever you are. Coming to you live from what I call the West Coast, the best coast over here in Riley World. Man, hopefully this Thursday afternoon is going well for you and yours. So check it out. Just a couple of updates. We're not going to keep you too long today, but it's good to see everyone here. And hopefully, if you're not here live, well, if you are here live, let's talk about the folks who are here live. If you are here live, why don't you go ahead and drop a couple of comments just to let us know that you are here and that you're representing, ready to receive some of the information that we have about our beloved football program, the Palisade Charter High School Football Dolphins. And so, if you're live right now, just go ahead and drop some comments if you will. And, that would be really, really appreciated. And then maybe if you're not watching it live, you're watching the replay, you can go ahead and just still do the same thing and just type in hashtag replay squad. That way we know that you watched the replay. And so we know we went on kind of early today because, Facebook James has a wonderful, wonderful activity happening this weekend and even tonight. So just trying to get ready to go out of town to celebrate someone's graduation. So, hopefully everything is going well wherever you are. So here's what's going on. Today we had the kickoff to our Snap Raise Fundraiser, which is our major fundraising program that we have. We do it every spring. And so basically you should have received a notification as it relates to, the Snap Raise Fundraiser going live. And basically, let me just kind of talk about it in short, and then maybe next week we'll have some of our parent volunteers who are actually moderating and making sure that our Snap Raise fundraiser is doing well. Maybe we'll have them on next week. I wanted to have them on today, but just couldn't work it out. So next week we'll have them on just kind of talking about the Snap Raise fundraiser. And so basically all of the boys who are on the football team, and even I believe some of the incoming freshmen, basically, they should have submitted at least 10 to 15 names to our Snap Raise chairperson. And so all of those names and emails were entered into a database. And so basically, and we did this last year. So basically, an email went out just letting parents, family members know that our fundraiser is live. And so just asking parents, family members, cousins, aunts, aunties, grandparents to donate to their son's football team. And so basically, your son has already done the legwork if he submitted a number of emails to our chairperson. And if they haven't, shame on them. Let's go ahead and get those boys. There are a few boys who have not submitted any email addresses to our rep. And so it will be great if we can get representation from every single one of our boys to have at least 10 to 15 names, family members, emails. And so those emails will go out directly, just soliciting for them to donate. So whether it's $10, $15, $100, this morning when we went live, I think I got an email saying that we were already $7,800, into our fundraising. And so we'll have this up for a number of weeks where parents can donate. And so just wanted to let everyone know who was watching. And let me see if I can pull up a graphic over here really, really quick. That way you guys can know what's going on and, be able to participate. So right now I'm not able to do that. So I will probably near the end of the show talk about, and I'll actually show you the link in terms of what it looks like and how you can be a part of the fundraising event known as Snap Raise. And so I believe last year we raised over, and I might be wrong, maybe $35,000 for our football program. And so all of the supplies, so our school actually, Pali, does not supply they supply some things that are necessary for our football program, but most of the things that we use for our football program comes through donations. And so we're just asking family members, friends of Pali football to participate in our Snap Raise fundraiser. It was really successful last year. Last year was our very first time with this organization, and it really, really worked. And so we're just asking the boys to submit those names to our Snap Raise fundraising chairperson, and we get them in the system, and then those emails will go out asking for people to donate and support their favorite nephew, brother, son, cousin, uncle, grandson, whatever the case might be, right? So that's just how we kind of roll with our fundraising activity, and you'll be hearing lots and lots of information regarding the Snap Raise fundraiser. And do us a favor. You probably might want to check your email. Check your spam folder. Just check all the folders from Pali Football, and you should have received an email. I know I received one from my son, so I have his page, and so I could share actually his page on my social media, just asking again for friends and family to donate to his football program. And so I believe last year he met his goal. His goal was, I believe, $700, and I think he actually raised over maybe $1,000 on his own, just through asking family members, friends, family, church friends, church family, and so so please make sure you do that. If your son is participating, make sure you share that link as well on your social media. That way you can get input as well, and have people support Pali football. All right. So that's the Snap Raise fundraiser. And then let me go ahead and get some music over here real quick. One of the things that I wanted to do tonight also is talk about the football camps that are coming up this summer. Now, usually what happens during the summer, summer is a wonderful opportunity for a lot of our football players to get exposure and also attend some of the football camps that major colleges and universities sponsor. And so it's coming up on that time right now. And believe me, these camps fill up really, really soon once the word gets out. And so we're into the first week of May. And around the 1st of June is where some of these camps actually start. And so what I want to do, I just want to bring some awareness to the camps that are in our local vicinity. Some of them are kind of far, but depending on where you are with supporting your boy's dream to play on the next level, or even just to get some more coaching. And so all the coaching that takes place in these camps really help the kids apply that knowledge when they're in practice, spring practice, fall practice, and into their football games during the season. So summer camps are very, very important. And so what I have lined up in this particular live stream is several places that you can take your son to be a part of the football camp. And I also have the location and pricing, right? And then what I'll do after this live stream, I have a document where I have all of the links for the particular places that I'm going to mention. And so you can, if you're on Facebook, you can just click the link. If you're watching on our Facebook, you can click the link as well. So let me just go ahead and get this started. Now, as I said, my sons participated in, all three of them have participated in some of the summer camps. And so I'm going to use some footage from my second son from Cy, who's over at University of New Mexico. So this was him. Now, it's important for high schoolers to, I think it's important for them to attend some of these camps because, like I said, it gets them to become more aware of some of the drills and just how to use their body on the field during the season. And so this was taken at the UCLA summer camp. This was his ending his sophomore year and going into his junior year. Now, I encourage, if you're really seriously thinking about playing on the next level, I really encourage parents to take your son to these football camps. It's going to help them with technique. It's going to help them with some of the drills. It's also going to help expose them to different colleges and universities, coaches. They'll key in, and after the camp is over, they'll come over and talk to you as well. Just trying to engage the player, just basic information about like name, where they're playing right now, and what their grades. And grades are very, very important, especially once you, if you really want to play on the next level. So this was his the end of his sophomore year, going into his junior year. And pictured there is Joe Huff. What's up, Joe? Joe Huff was another Pali football player, and the guy in the middle is actually Coach Roy Manning. Coach Roy Manning was on the staff. I met Coach Roy Manning. He was a Washington State coach. He helped recruit my oldest son to come there to go there at Washington State. And then since then, he's kind of traveled around a little bit. So he left to Washington State, went to UCLA, which is why he's wearing the UCLA shirt right there. And then after he left UCLA, he went over to Oklahoma. And so he was a part of Lincoln Riley's staff. And now Roy Manning is back as part of the staff at USC. So what's up, Coach Roy Manning? Cool dude. You should definitely follow him on Twitter. And so that's Cy and Joe posing there with Coach Roy Manning. All righty. And then his junior year. So junior year is finished. He's going into his senior season. And so he was like, Dad, I really don't like these coaches, or not coaches, I really don't like attending some of these camps. In fact, I'm only going to several of these camps. And so he opted to attend 3 camps. In some of these camps, they have different colleges and universities that attend. And so, for instance, the Rebels camp that was at UNLV had coaches from Georgia, had coaches from Fresno State, had coaches from Air Force. Different coaches, different schools kind of help support some of these football camps. And so you went to UNLV, as you see him posing there with his Rebel gear on. And then also he went to Cal. So we traveled up to Cal. He participated in that camp, met some guys, one of the coaches from Air Force. And as you begin to kind of go to some of these camps, you'll see some of the same coaches. And so, again, if you're doing well, if coaches like what you see, they'll come up and engage you after the camp is over, just to try to get some basic information. And so he went to UNLV, he went to Cal, and then also Azusa Pacific out here in probably in the Inland Empire. They also sponsored a camp again. Fresno State, Washington State, Boise, and so wonderful opportunity for these guys to kind of get exposure, work on those drills, work on technique, and get better as a football player. And so going into their season, they'll kind of know how to operate on the football field because they've had some additional knowledge given to them by some of the college coaches in the area. All right, so that's kind of how that happens. And so I definitely encourage you to take your boys out, plan a summer vacation around some of these football camps. And so I know my youngest son, he wants to go. He's already told me, Dad, I want to go to this one, that one, and this one. And I'm like, he probably mentioned like 4 or 5 different camps. And, just depending on what's going on in our lives, we'll probably end up figuring out what camps we want to take him to so that he can get technique, get coaching, and then also at the same time get exposure to college coaches. Okay, so and you're probably saying, well, what goes on at some of these football camps? Well, I'm going to show you. So here is Cy's So here is Cy's, just a small video clip. Usually when you go there to these camps, they'll give you a jersey that has your name, or not name, your number on the back or front. And so he was, camp participant number 61. And so again, just warming up. They have some cone drills that they just want to see how the kids move in the space. And this was earlier in the camp, so just kind of warming up. And these are some of the basic cone drills that they do now. Aside, he played linebacker, so it's going to differentiate for different positions. And so if you're a DB, if you're an offensive lineman, if you're a defensive lineman, if you're a receiver, if you're a QB, all the drills are going to look slightly different, okay? And so this is kind of what he went through as a linebacker. Just looking at speed and agility and how well, how well he's in that particular clip, pick up the tackle. And so they have different things, and that's, different techniques. And, these are some of the same drills that can be used out on the high school field as well. So just going through some of these drills here. And then this one, again, he has to touch somebody. So they're working on technique and, just trying to coach up the players. There you go. And then these camps are held by the coaches there on campus. And so this was UNLV. And so UNLV's coaches, football coaches, were actually on site there conducting the camp. And so, again, just a wonderful time. And I think these are just the names that I gave him because I didn't know the real names of these drills. And so these are just some of the drills that I kind of named and know. And so at the end of the day, there's one-on-ones. And so these are the one-on-ones, and these are like a fan favorite. Just seeing, especially in this particular case, you have a receiver going against a linebacker. And so, yeah, there's contact. And this was pre-COVID. This is the summer of 2019 at UNLV. Now, last year when I took my youngest son, when I took Xavier, they only allowed the participants on the field, right? And so all of the parents were just kind of scattered around the parked along the edge of the parking lot, trying to peer in to see what's going on. That's Tony Sanchez. He was the head football coach there at UNLV before he was let go. And so, yeah, he has a chance at the end to kind of talk and address the campers there. That's Travis Burkett. What's going on, Travis Burkett? So that is his UNLV experience, and just a wonderful opportunity for us to kind of hang out. And yes, it was hot. It was hot. It was hot as all get out. But so definitely, these camps are wonderful. And I keep saying it. You're going to build, the kids will be able to put something in their toolbox, and apply some of these techniques to their season. And then also, the coaches get to see you in action. And so whether you want to go to UCLA, UNLV, Fresno State, and these are just some of the local camps and colleges that have football camps. And so let me go ahead and just, so I kind of showed you what happens in those camps. Again, just good coaching from coaches from all over. And so here, let me just tell you where some of these camps will take place this summer. And it's very, very important to register your son for these camps. Like I said, they fill up fast. And so now would be the time to kind of begin to map out, the days or camps that you want to go to. Okay. So let's check out the University of Redlands. So their camp cost is $60. Okay. And so they have, looks like 6 different camps. And so the University of Redlands is out San Bernardino area, and they have 6 camps. And so if you look on June 1st, Oregon State will be in collaboration with the Redlands football squad. June 2nd, Washington State. And I believe, when I took my oldest son out to Redlands, that was the first time where we met Coach Roy Manning and then the position coach, Clay McGuire. June 3rd, Washington, the University of Washington. So that looks like, I believe it's a Thursday, Friday, Saturday situation. And then on June 9th, they have Oregon and then Boise State, along with the Redlands football team. And then they have on the June 13th, it says Mega, right? I believe that's a Sunday, or maybe it's a Monday. I'm not too sure. But June 13th, it's a mega camp with the Redlands. And then on June 14th, you have Cal and Colorado State. Okay, and so the cost is $60. And again, I'll leave a link for some of these camps so you won't have to go find out where the link is. I'll put them in the description once this live stream is over. Or all you have to simply do is just Google the Redlands football summer camp, and it should come up. Okay, so that's the Redlands football camps, and so check them out. Wonderful opportunity. And then another camp that I've sent I think two of my sons have been to is Cal Lutheran. Cal Lutheran, they're having a camp on June 3rd, which is $40, right? And I didn't see if they're going to have any additional colleges come to this particular camp. So I'm not too sure. But, yeah, you'll get good coaching. And Cal Lutheran is close by. I believe it's over in Thousand Oaks. So that's $40, and that's going to take place on June 3rd, $40. And then, so that's a Friday. I know that's a Friday. June 3rd is a Friday. And then on that Saturday, UCLA is going to have their camp on June 4th for $40. You know what? I don't know if it was 40. I think it was 60. Let me double check. Let me see if I can double check real quick if I can get my mouse to work over here. Let's see. I'm going to find out for you just to double check. So hold on. Just play well with each other right now. Let me look at my link that I have. Football camps, UCLA. Registry here. Yeah, I can't remember if it was 60 or 40. So okay, yeah. So this one is $60. So let me just change that really quick in real time. It is, let me edit that, and it's going to say 60 instead of 40. Sorry about that, you guys. So the UCLA camp, publish. The UCLA camp is $60 instead of $40. So I just made that correction right there. And it's going to be held on their campus. So you might want to check that out. And then the next camp is the Trojans, the USC Trojans. So their camp is a little bit expensive. It's $200. Man, why it got to be so much? USC? What's up with that? $200 June 5th. This is a Sunday. And so you have a lot of campers go out and participate in that particular camp. This year, it's going to be held by the Lincoln Riley coach. He's the head coach now. And let me just say this. This has been the cost for each of their camps for the past few years, right? Minus the COVID, during the hype of the COVID, they didn't have a camp. But $200 has nothing to do with Lincoln Riley. This has always been the cost of this particular camp, right? Unless you get some kind of invite, this camp is $200. So if you want to go to USC to get some good coaching by the Lincoln Riley staff, and again, they're probably going to have other coaches, other colleges and universities come and participate in that camp as well. So $200. You pay for what you get, but this is the most expensive football camp that I have on this list. Okay, so if you're interested in going June 5th, you can go to USC for $200 and participate in that camp. All right, the next one here. Hey, here's a break right here. $140 discount. You can go over to Cal. You can go over to Cal if you're interested, and their camp is June 5th. This one is $60. So, you kind of think about, airfare, or if you drive up there. What I did is I went the night before with both of my sons. I think, sir, had a junior day. We went the Friday night before, spent the night, and then did the junior day on a Saturday. And even with Cy, we went up on a Friday night, spent the night, woke up, had breakfast, and then we went to that particular camp. So if that's something that you want to do, and then we flew right back home right after the camp. So $60 at Cal, and that's the Justin Wilcox football camps, right? Some of these camps are named after their head coach. And so this is the Justin Wilcox football camp at Cal, all righty, on June 5th. All right, the next one, Cal Lutheran again. is doing another camp on June 10th for $40. I know this is a Friday because that is my last day of the semester for my school. So Cal, Lutheran, $40. And again, maybe they'll have some additional colleges and universities come out and help support. I'm not too sure. I didn't see anything on their website, okay? Camp for San Jose State. San Jose State, who actually are the Mountain West champions for last year. They've kind of improved dramatically over the past couple of years, and so they are the current Mountain West champions. This is the cheapest camp out of all the ones I have on this list. June 11th, that is a Saturday, and it's $30. $30. And so I think they have different times for this particular camp. But if you want to go check out San Jose State, and they're actually building a brand new stadium, or they're making an addition to their stadium. So get a chance to go check them out, see what their facilities is all about. And then next, we have Sac State, Sacramento State. And I was kind of confused at this particular date. I didn't know if it was 2 days, running back to back. But their camp date is June 15th and 16th, either $100 to $200. So again, when I put the link, when I make it available, just click the link and figure out which camp is for you. Again, they have the skill positions: QB, wide receiver, DB, linebacker, and then they have the big men camp, the offensive lineman, the defensive lineman. And sometimes they'll have even the punter or long snapper. So you just have to kind of check and see what each school has to offer. But Sac State, which is in Sacramento, you can go check them out. All right, here's one of my favorites. UNLV, the Rebels. Their camp is June 18th. June 18th for $50. And so again, I've made the trek the night before, drove over to Vegas, spent the night, woke up the next morning, and depending on the particular position, I've had sons who had to be there early in the morning, like 7:45, and I've had sons who had to be there, midday. So it just kind of depends on their position and what time they're running, that particular position. So June 18th for $50 will get you into the UNLV football camp, okay? And I think that's a brand new staff. This is their second or third year with that football staff, okay? The next camp is also on June 18th for $50, and this is Fresno State. And so you have the V right there. That's the Central Valley, right? And Fresno State is about 3.5, 4 hours away. I can do 3 hours. I've made that trek several times. But yes, June 18th, $50, Fresno State. Alrighty. And then San Diego State. Looks like that's a Sunday, I believe. Their camp date, June 19th, $70. $70. So, again, they're kind of spread out. So you have to kind of pick and choose which camp you want to take your son to. All right. That's San Diego State, the Aztecs. And they have a brand new stadium that should be ready by the beginning of this football season. So that'll be a wonderful chance to kind of check them out and their brand new football facilities. All right. And then UNLV, again, they have 2 camps, and sometimes you'll find that colleges and universities will have, they'll run 2 camps, right? And so this is the second date for UNLV, June 25th for $50. And again, once you check the website, you'll sign up based on your position, right? So wide receivers and most likely wide receivers, DBs, linebackers, and QBs will probably go at the same time. Running backs might go in that group as well, and then they'll have the DB. The O linemen. So yeah, so you just have to kind of check and see what time slot is available for the position that your son plays. All right, so that's UNLV, and then we have San Diego. Yes, San Diego. University of San Diego. There you go. University of San Diego, the Toros, And so June 25th, $50. And they have a wonderful campus too. They have a nice field. And you're probably saying, Mr. Facebook James, how do you know about all these stadiums? Well, I've probably been to most of them. Definitely in California, with the exception of Sac State. I haven't been to the brand new one in San Diego. I've been to this one. I had to take a son up to their junior day. And so wonderful campus. It's beautiful. You can see the ocean. But yeah, if you want to check them out, June 25th for $50. And I believe my last one is San Jose State. Again, they're coming up, bringing the rear June 25th, and again for $30. And so that might be something you might want to check out. And you're gonna have a wonderful time. Now, I don't know, based on the COVID situations, if they're going to allow parents in the stands and all that kind of good stuff. I'm not too sure, but you'll be able to definitely drop off your kid, and at least they'll get a kick out of doing what they kind of normally do and have fun at these camps. And so sign up and don't wait, because once they fill up, and so you'll be left out to dry. And so I know my son is going to hit me up and say, hey Dad, we need to make arrangements, figure out our summer vacation to see if I can go to at least a couple of 2 or 3 of these camps. And like I said, he's already told me he wants to go to San Diego, he wants to go to UNLV, he's mentioned Sac State. I'm like, dude, okay, come on now, you're not the only one in the family. But because he's trying to play at the next level, we're going to do what we need to do to support our son. And so if that looks like 3 camps, then that's 3 camps. We did that for the other boys, and so we have to make sure we do our due diligence for our youngest son to make sure he gets seen, but also at the same time he gets the coaching and things put in his toolbox so that he can use on the field as he's playing during the season. Okay, so and again, I'll put these links where you can access them. All you have to do is just click on them and you can register. You don't necessarily have to go through scouring the internet. I'll make them I'll provide those for you, make it easy for you, especially on YouTube. I'll put the links in the description, and then I'll try to do the same thing on Facebook as well. Okay. All right, so there you have it. Hopefully you found some value in that information. And then, like I was saying earlier, when I started off this live stream, we were talking about snap raise, right? And just how how it's set up. And so I was able to, and I think I'm able to share. Let's see. Yeah, there I am. Okay, so far, we have raised, if you look at our graphic in the middle, our kind of half pie chart, if you will, we've raised so far $10,215. Our goal is $35, and so we have $24,785 left to go. And so we have 28 days for this fundraiser, as you can see. And we have a wonderful video right here that parents can check out. And there's also what they call a family, friends, and fans page where folks can just, kind of cheer on, the folks who have, the kids who are participating on the team. So this one right here talks about how powerful every donation is. And there's different tiers where you can donate as well. So you can donate 1,000 all the way to 50 to 35. It doesn't matter. You can put in 10, 15. We want to make sure that every kid has a donation sent in his name, right? And so there's other ways to help. You can post on Facebook, on your social media, like I said. And then here's the best thing about it as well. Here's the cheer wall, right? So you can either donate anonymously, like several people have already. Somebody donated $1,000. Someone has donated anonymously $100, right? And so you see the person that they're donating to, and you have someone donating 50. And then you also have names. And so if you want to be known, it's like, yeah, Grandma Pauline, she donated $5,000, you know. Now I've just made that up. I don't know any Pauline, but yeah, so you can see some of the folks who have already donated, and like Natalie and Bernard, they said, hey, go Maxie, or is that go Max? Go Max, we support you and are so proud of you. So you can leave little notes on the cheer wall here, right? Tanya Harding donated $100 in support of Marcus B, right? The Kowalski family donated $50. So yeah, and so I could go on and show more cheers, but yeah. So hopefully you got the email. You can donate, and if you want to donate in the name of my son, if you're not a parent, you just happen to stumble on this website. My son's name is Savior Riley. If you want a student to donate on behalf of, you can use him. But if not, you can make an anonymous donation, and I'm sure that'll help the program as well. Okay. So again, just wanted to kind of circle back with the snap raise. That's what I started with in this live stream, and I definitely wanted to finish just to let you guys know that it is live. It started this morning, and so far we have raised $10,215. So way to go. We have 28 days left, and so hopefully next week, I know I have Coach Marsden. He's agreed to come on, and then maybe we can have the parent volunteers who are kind of heading up this snap raise. One of the program leaders, Mark Spoonermore, can have him on. There's a couple other parents involved as well. So yeah. So we appreciate anything that you can donate, and for the cause of Pali football, right? So yeah. So I think that's it. I think I covered it all. I really wanted to cover snap raise. I really wanted to cover the football camps. It's very, very important to help your boys figure out their path if they want to go to the next level. This is a wonderful opportunity to meet coaches, other players from different high schools. And what would be really cool if we had a band of our players, kind of went to the same camp. So let's just say UCLA. It would be cool if about 10 or 15 of our boys just said, hey, let's all go to the UCLA camp. And so basically they're all getting the same coaching from a top-notch coaching staff. And so, they're able to use those techniques during the season, during practice, and then they can also show some of those techniques to the other players who did not have an opportunity to attend these football camps this summer. So just throwing it out there. Hopefully, you found value in this particular video, and I'm just trying to do what I can do to help the community become a little bit more wiser, make smarter decisions, and become involved in the process of helping your son, your brother, whatever the case might be, become a better football player on and off the field. Because the second part of becoming a football player is you have to be a student athlete. And so you have to take care of that student part just like you take care of the athletic part as well. All right. So I think that's all I have. I don't want to continue rambling on. Check out Snap Raise, support Pali football. Make sure you sign your son up for a football camp this summer, either 1, 2, or 3. And then last thing on the football camps, if you didn't like any of these football camps, you can check out Arizona State, University of Arizona. If you want to go up to Washington State, Washington, Oregon State, there's going to be Utah State. It doesn't matter. Maybe if you're you're traveling and you going to the East Coast, right? And you want to go to a football camp, maybe, some of the Ivy League schools like Penn or Harvard or Yale, whatever the case might be. Just if you're traveling, take advantage and go to one of these football camps. Trust me, it'll help your son become a better football player, and they'll make some connections with people who are playing the same sport their age, and then also some college coaches as well. Other than that, I am done. If you found some value in this particular video, why don't you do me a favor? If you made it this far, go ahead and leave a comment, and you can also subscribe to the YouTube channel. Hit that notification bell so that way you'll be notified anytime Pali Football drops a brand new video, okay? I appreciate your time. Hopefully this information was very, very helpful to you as a parent and if you're watching as a player. So we'll see you out there in these football streets. Take care, and I will see you in the next video. And as always, go Pali. Peace. Peace out, you guys. Thanks for watching.
Hey, win on me, win on three, ready, 1, 2, 3. Win!
Oh, yeah!
Stop playing with a P! 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 Stop playing with a P!